And good morning, people. Welcome back to Suikoden 4. Please excuse me if I'm a little bit rusty at this game. It's been well over a month since I've last played this game due to personal things. You'll probably see the difference in times on my channel very soon between parts. Yeah. But I'm back, and here we are, back in Suikoden 4. Last time, well, if I remember correctly, we were on our way to Middleport, after going around collecting a lot of people. Who that was, I can't exactly say. I haven't actually viewed the last episode. I probably should have done that, but never mind. I do know that we're going to Middleport. It's not going to be that easy to get there. However, I am close by, it's not that far away. But what I want to do is go back into my ship. The reason being for that is there are some people waiting for me. Yeah, that might sound odd, but you'll see what I mean. Let's go out. Walk away a bit. You don't have to do the walk away a bit, but turn around and then go straight back in to my room. There's some scary people inside my room. I just exited there, but okay. Say hello to a couple of pirates. Django and Breck. Yeah, pretty much these are a couple of wayward pirates. And yeah, they're a bit crude, to say the least. Django a bit less so, but apparently they want to join us. And yeah, they're not really taking no for an answer. And not wanting to deal with anyone except for the main character. They're pirates, but war isn't good for business. Because when there's a war, everyone's guarding their goods, so that little bit more. And yeah, they are staying on the ship. They're pirates, but they don't grant us anything apart from being on my team. They don't give us any ships, they don't do anything else except be there. Yeah, they'll add to our fighting force, but that's about it. So that's another 2 stars of destiny. Yes, they are stars of destiny. Everyone that you gain onto your team is one of the stars of destiny. So where are they? There they are. Django, who isn't a fighter. And Breck, who isn't a fighter. I believe they're basically ship upgrade people. They're commanders of the ship. Not that I really need that, but they do a couple of other things, but I can't remember what they do, to be honest. I guess I've got to go find them and find out. They might just be ship captains and rune cannon operators without being able to customize them. They're certainly not in the merchants. Oh well, I'll find them later when I get more people to go and look around the ship. Where we need to go now is right in front of us, being Middleport. So, let's move on. Yeah, I'm still at sea, so I'm going to get a few fights. Enemies haven't exactly changed either. They're still these things. It's given me a chance to level up my second party though. Anyways, yeah. That's the change in the party. I'm just going to kill these and be right back on the screen when I get closer to Middleport, I think. And there's Middleport, you can see it on the map now. I am going to go and heal up before I attempt to land though. Is there a reason for it? Yes. It's the reason why I've actually been levelling up a second party, actually. That second party isn't really there for winning the battle, it's there to help. And getting into fights along the way doesn't really do too much for me. So let's just escape for the moment. Been a while since we come back to Middleport, hasn't it? I wonder if it's changed so much. We do know the Kuluk's been on the area. Wonder how much they've done to the place. That's no island. Say hello to the Kraken. I'm not certain if you remembered a lot earlier when we first talked about talked to people in Middleport. They talked about the Masters having a pet. Say hello to that pet. And, strangely enough, this is one of the only instances of not being able to do anything in short-range combat. You just can't. There's also the fact that I think this is one of the only times of a multi-party boss, 4 tentacles and the moving aisle. But yeah, it's a Kraken base, might as well say. This fight is why I had the second team, because they are basically going to be my initial damage group. But first, let's see if I can get rid of some of these tentacles. Yeah, you can see how far the isle was away from the ship itself, which is why there's no melee combat allowed. I'm not certain how much use Mizuki is going to be in this fight. Actually, she does have a few kindness breaths of yeah, let's put Clay Guardian up. Go the shredding. Yeah, you have one breath of ice, that'll do. Increasing the defense of this team, which is a bit under-leveled still, compared to a lot of things. But they're here basically just to do this little bit of damage. Make sure I don't die instantly. And then it's back to my main group to finish off the fight. This fight is probably the most use out of the team system on the ship that you can do. Do I have anything that I can throw at you? I don't. Okay, you're defending. You don't need to use this system, but it is helpful. And as long as you keep the tentacles from being lit, as they do at the end of every turn, they will not hit you with any attacks, only the main body will. And I've got 2 people asleep now, haven't I? Yes, I do, so I can't do anything with that. So back to my main team. They should have done enough damage to keep me going. So, fight. The shredding should do fine. Obviously, final flame. You can use the strike rune on it. You cannot use anything else though. Let's try that, actually. Yeah, Furious Blow sounds like a better idea. Let's try the strike rune. Let's see how much that does. I think it has a lot of HP. Sorry, a lot of defense, but apparently not. 335 is 5 HP. You're asleep, likely. And this will turn off the tentacles. And kill one. Nice. So let's make sure they all die. Yeah, an explosion, I think. That should finish off the rest of the tentacles. Yep, there they go. And nope, you're still not asleep. Okay, so Kika is probably now quite useless because I'd rather the main character hit with his rune now than do less damage in a combo attack. Since she doesn't have any actual runes that really help. And as we can tell, as you already know, the Street Rune is absolutely amazing, so let's keep using that. 180, it's not too much better than the combo, but it's better. And what are you doing? Oh, okay. I should be okay with another one of those if that happens. Yeah, just continue on. If I need to, I do have Kika for healing. But the moving aisle, the Kraken, is defeated. Yeah, so use your secondary team to get it down for a few free hits without really putting your main team at risk. Change back to your main team, finish off the tentacles, finish off the Kraken or the moving aisle. That's the way I usually do it. Some people will do differently. It's obvious. Some people may use free teams. I like the two-team approach personally. Armada will be accompanying us for this though. As a former trades merchant smuggler, he's probably a good person to bring along. And yeah, the pirates are bickering again. Sigurd's long-forsaken middle port, though, may not help the situation, but his absence will be harmful, so Sigurd's coming along. Or he wants to come along, so yeah, let's see what that's up about. Who else can come along though? Don't really need Paula for this. I don't think we're going to get into a lot of fights. But let's bring Mizuki anyway, because she's, well, quite positively absurd as a fighter. And kind of want to bring Lo Fang or Kate. Well, I don't need that party at the moment, so yeah, let's bring Lo Fang. Yeah, that should do. And let's bring you along for a bit. Just in case I do get into any scrapes and scraps. I don't think I will do on this island. I think it's mostly a diplomatic mission.
Little Daisy?
She's the Lord's precious pet! This is terrible! This is terrible! If the Master hears of this... Oh...
I heard, Mickey.
Young Master, please, you must keep this a secret from your father. Please.
Allow me to thank you for ridding us of that foul monstrosity. It belonged to my father, but it was just so hideous. Surely you're not traveling through here as mere tourists, I take it. Have you some business matters to discuss with my father?
Say hello to one of the most flamboyant characters in the game, Rhinebeck III. We'd like to a formal audience with his father though, because we've got business to talk about for the island.
Well, you went to the trouble of defeating that creature just to come here, so it must be important. In appreciation for cleansing the ocean, I shall speak to my father on your behalf. Now, Mickey, you will accompany us. Don't worry, I will smooth things over with my father.
Really? You will?
Have you forgotten? I do not lie.
And anyone else notice that Sigurd seemed to have not appeared in the background there? We have had Lothong and we had Mizuki, but Sigurd didn't show up. That's a little bit odd, isn't it? Is he hiding? And who's this gentleman here? Oh, so yeah, this is why he was hiding. Apparently he's a lot more wanted than you might think. Keen apparently is looking for his head. Sigurd's trying to smooth it over for the moment, but he's not saying don't take it, he's just saying not right now. And Keen is gone. Anything in Middleport? That's Nay. I don't really want to go to Nay. Anything we can sell for a high amount though. Salt. Yes, please. Musk isn't really that good. Native costumes are quite nice. Books are fairly good, but I don't think I want to sell them here. Same with ancient texts. Wine I definitely don't. Rum I definitely don't. Okay. Well. Cotton I think is a good price here, and wool isn't. Pearl is a bad price here. Sorry, a good price to buy here. Sugar's good. Mayonnaise is good. Candles I think is a good place to sell. Musk is good to buy here. Flower seeds, wine, rum. Okay. Any appraising? Do I have anything? Ah, pot of Nay. Probably found that in one of the fights around Nay area. That's generally where you find the pots of a certain name. You find them around in fights around the particular town. But we're back in Middleport and we've got a few things to do. Remember Gunter, where I paid dice a lot earlier? I believe now is the time where you might be able to pick him up, but I might be wrong. It might be in a place a bit later. And I lose. He doesn't have the amount of potch left on there, so I don't think it's now. So I'll come back to him, I think. We do have a few things we can look around here for, but I think that's going to be next time. Yeah, because Adrienne is now on your ship, this place pretty much is deserted and we can't upgrade our ships, our weapons there. Okay, so let's go save, and next time we'll talk to people before going up to the mansion to speak to Reinbuck's III's father. If you think his name's Reinbuck II, you'd be absolutely right. Yeah, next time we'll do that, and we'll see who we can pick up, because there are a few people. I can't exactly remember. I think these two are two of them, but yeah, that's next time. Until then, have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. Goodbye.